Eli is, he's 100% boy. Any sport, anything athletic, that's Eli.
Eli is a very energetic kid. You can't make him sit down for 5 minutes. He always has to be doing something.
He had a 3.5-hour baseball practice on Sunday. And so on Monday, the nurse called from school and said that he had a low-grade fever. He'd complained about his head hurting, and Eli wanted to talk to me. So I was like, are you okay? Do you want me to come get you? And he said yes, which was weird because he never, ever wanted to come home. He loves being in the middle of everything. He loves school. Very long story short, we ended up at the ER. They ended up admitting us. And on Saturday, we had a doctor come in, and she was like, we're not quite sure, what's going on. We don't think it's leukemia. Well, that's the first time we'd ever heard that. You shuffle kids from point A to point B. And then this caused us your life comes to a complete stop.
This year I went to Susan and I said, now who's a family you'd recommend? Who's a family that you've gotten to know? And the first kid that popped into her mind was Eli Adams. His treatment was a little bit more intensive, so he truly spent a lot of time in that hospital and time that they weren't necessarily expecting to spend.
No child should have to be cooped up in a hospital, and no parent should have to struggle to continue to work and take care of their child in the way that they have to when they have a life-threatening illness, and no sibling should have to watch their best friend go through something and wonder, why me? As soon as I knew that there was a Red Sox wish in the pipeline, I was so excited. I told my director immediately, this one's mine, I've got this.
Getting to go see the Red Sox and meeting them was it was amazing for him because it's all he talks about. It's just like the Red Sox and waking up every morning and watching MLB Network and seeing how the Red Sox did or watching the game and just getting to go meet all those players, and especially Dustin. I know he really loved it.
Well, he finished his treatment this summer and rang the bell in September, so he's finished with treatment. It's just a matter of his body coming back now.
We were finally going to start getting back on a track, like almost normal. It would never be normal like it would have been before cancer, but it would get a little bit more like it used to.
It seems like a small thing, but it's an important milestone to be able to bring away that part of your life and open up a new chapter for sure.
The beginning's hard. It's scary because we're sticking a needle in your chest. I just remember port accesses with him being a little rough. He was scared, but now he just sits there. God, he's just a brave kid.
These children go through so much. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's just amazing how it affects the whole family. And I just think that the children really aren't given a lot of choices about treatment. I mean, pretty much parents make that decision for kids. But a wish is something that they can decide on, they can think about, they can choose. And so I think that, having something that they can make a choice about is so important.
When one person of your family gets cancer, it affects everybody, and it affects everybody. Even though we're not going through the treatment, we're still having to deal with a lot of the same things. It helped all of us from that standpoint. You could actually go and have fun, and we had very little worries while we were up there. We just had a good time.
If someone asked me why they should give to help Make-A-Wish, I would say to give these kids a chance to have fun and forget about whatever affliction they have.
It matters, if you donate to a wish, if you volunteer for a wish, whatever your involvement is, that you're making an investment in a child's health.
You need the medicine, but you certainly need all the other things too. And wishes are just such an important part of that. So I would say a wish is some pretty good medicine.